What's going on, guys? Back for a baseball video. I know it's been a few days since I made a baseball video, but I've had some time today, so I decided to make one. Everybody's kind of into NFL mode, so if you look, baseball contests are kind of dwindling on DraftKings. Everyone's like focused on football, but I know there's still people that play baseball, so I'm going to try to make these videos whenever I can for the rest of the year. And NBA is going to be here before we know it. I think preseason starts in 2 weeks, so we're going to have all sports soon, so it's going to be really exciting. So pitcher, I like Felix Pena on this slate. I'm gonna spend like mid-tier at pitching today, just because there are two offenses that I want to target, and they are kind of expensive. Pena has been good, solid lately. The thing that is a little concerning in this matchup is he is considerably worse against lefties, and this Rangers team does have quite a bit of left-handed bats. But I think Pena in this ballpark, even though he hasn't been great at home, you can just attribute that mostly to this game in Seattle. Against Seattle, where he got rocked at home, so that just inflated everything. So he's not going to be that bad at home for his career. It's a great park to pitch in. The Rangers offense got shut out last night against a bullpen game. So Pena, he might have to go a little deeper in this game, just if their bullpen is kind of overworked. But I think he's still fine in this matchup, even though the lefties do concern me a little bit. I think he is a good bargain at 73. Second pitcher, I like John Gray today. He's only 6,900. It's the lowest price I've seen on John Gray probably this season. He is pitching at home, where it's not a good park to pitch in, obviously, but his splits are very identical. He doesn't pitch that much worse at home. So if that's the case, then I'll have no problem playing him. Against the Diamondbacks, which strike out a lot, they also have a lot of righties. Their best hitters are right-handed bats, and John Gray for his career has been a lot better against righties. So it's a good strikeout matchup. It's just a good matchup in general. Gray has a lot of stuff, a lot of good stuff. He just always, his BABIP and stuff is just super unlucky this year. But he is a good pitcher. Like, if you look at all the advanced stats, they're right up there with some of the elite pitchers. So he's pitching in Coors today. That's why he has a huge price decrease at 69. But even when he was pitching in Coors, he was still like almost 8,000. So it's just a decision you have to make if you want to take the savings and play Gray. I think I do. I think he's in a good spot today against the Diamondbacks. All right, the two offenses I really like to target today are going to be the Oakland A's, obviously, and the White Sox against Skoglund, who has just been terrible for his 2 years that he's pitched. Even though he did pitch a gem against his White Sox, I'm still not buying into him. So those are the two offenses I like. First base, give me Jose Abreu at 4,600. He's been raking. He's always been a great second-half hitter. If you look at his second-half splits and every season that he's been in the majors, he's always had a big second half compared to a first half. This year's no different. Since the second half started, he's been hitting the ball a lot better, hitting a lot more home runs, hitting for power. He's always crushed lefties. This year's no different. Against lefties, this year he's hitting 302 to go with a 573 slugging percentage. He's on the road where he hits a little better. It's just a great matchup against a lefty. So I love Abreu today. Third base, I love Chapman at 49. Chapman is locked in. He's one of the best young third basemen in the league, just defensively and offensively. Against righties, he has a lot more power. He has a 551 slugging percentage against righties and only a 453 slugging against lefties. So 18 of his 22 home runs have come against righties. Cashner is not a good pitcher at all, especially at this point in the season. He's definitely worn down. His body just can't keep up with it. If you look at all of his recent stuff, they've just been trending downwards. Like his velocity, just his ERA and everything's just going down. He's pitching in a bad ballpark. The A's get a huge ballpark upgrade going into Baltimore. All their hitters, except for Davis, crush on the road. And at 49, look, Chapman, his numbers on the road are just insane. 316 average, 614 slugging. I like him a lot today. In the outfield, speaking of Chris Davis, it's kind of hard to stack the Oakland A's without having Chris Davis as your stack. I wouldn't recommend it, because if you leave Chris Davis off your stack and he hits 2 home runs, then you're going to be hitting your head against a wall. So at 5,400, Chris Davis against a pitcher that doesn't strike many guys out in Cashner. Davis always crushes righties. He's a reverse splits hitter. great ballpark to hit in. I think it makes a lot of sense for Chris Davis here against Cashner. He also has good numbers against Cashner, even though he only has 1 home run and 15 at-bats. But this Andrew Cashner is a lot worse than in years past. So I like Chris Davis a lot. And then I like Avi CL Garcia at 43. Abreu and Garcia are my top White Sox to target today. Garcia is another guy that crushes left-handed pitching. It's only been 75 at-bats this season, so it's not a huge sample size, but great numbers against lefties. If you want a bigger sample size, look at his 2017 season, 2017 to 2018, where he's crushed lefties. He had a .424 batting average against lefties last year. So absolutely insane. Garcia looks healthy. He's been swinging the bat very well. So he's extremely valued at this price tag. So I like him quite a bit tonight. So there you have it. Those are the 6 plays I like for today. Thanks for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed, and good luck today.